The half range sine series. So for sine series, a0 is equal to 0 and an is equal to 0. This is similar to odd function. For odd function, we have to find only bn, and a0 an is equal to 0. So same way, here we have to find the value of bn only. So we can find bn by using the formula, that is 2 by pi integral 0 to pi f of x sin nx dx. Here the function is, or limit is 0 to pi. Therefore we use the pi formula, that is f of x sin nx dx. Now the question, the f of x is split into two intervals, that is 0 to pi by 2 and pi by 2 to pi. So we can divide this integral into two integrals, that is 0 to pi by 2 and pi by 2 to pi. For 0 to pi by 2, our function is x, and pi by 2 to pi, pi minus x. Now here two types of function, that is polynomial and trigonometry. So we can use the product rule formula. For that, u is equal to x and v is equal to sin nx. The degree of polynomial is 1, so we have to find only one derivative, that is u dash, that is equal to 1, and integration of v1 is equal to v1, v is equal to v1, that is minus cos nx by n. Again cos nx integration sin nx, so that is minus sin nx divided by n square. Each integration we will get one constant n in the denominator. So for the second one, v is same, so u is equal to, you take pi minus x, and u dash is equal to differentiation of pi 0 and x differentiation is 1, so u dash is equal to minus 1. Now we can use the formula. For the first one, u v1 minus u dash v2, the limit is 0 to pi by 2. The second one, u v1 minus u dash v2, the limit is pi by 2 to pi. Now we can substitute the values for this u and v1. So that is x into v1 is minus cos nx by n, then formula minus, again minus sin nx by n square to the limit 0 to pi by 2. Now for the second one, pi minus x into cos integration, sin integration minus cos nx by n, then again the second integration minus sin nx by n square. So here three negatives only. This is from the formula. This is the differentiation of minus x, that is minus 1. This is the integration of cos x is equal to, integration minus. Okay, total 3 minus. Here the limit is pi by 2 to pi. Now we can apply the limit. What is the limit here? First you apply the upper limit to pi by 2, that is pi by 2, that is minus 1 by n into pi by 2, x value is equal to pi by 2, then cos n pi by 2, that is cos n, x is equal to pi by 2 cos n by 2. When you put x is equal to 0, here 0, so fully 0, so lower limit will be 0. Then here minus into minus plus 1 by n square, into here 1 by n square is a common factor for this one. Then apply the upper limit, that is sin n pi by 2, and sin 0 is equal to 0. So these two terms over. Now for the second one, when you put pi minus pi is equal to 0. When you put pi minus 0 is equal to 0, that is upper limit is equal to 0. Now you apply the lower limit, that is pi minus pi by 2, that is pi minus pi by 2 into, here one common factor minus 1 by n into cos n pi by 2. Then for the last one, here 3 minus, so minus 1 by n square into upper limit is sin n by, and lower limit is sin n pi by 2. We can cancel sin 0 and sin n pi by 2. It's not sin n pi, because sin n by and sin 0 are 0 value, so we can cancel. So remaining here one term and 2, this is 3 and This is for total 4 terms. So that only minus pi by 2n cos n pi by 2 plus 1 by n square sin n pi by 2 plus here minus into minus, that is equal to plus 1 by n square sin n pi by 2. Here pi by 2 into minus 1 by n, that is minus 1 by n pi by 2 and one more minus. So total minus into minus plus, that is 1 by n pi by 2 cos n pi by 2. So the first and third term will be cancelled. So remaining there is only 2 terms, that is 1 by n square sin n pi by 2 plus 1 by n square sin n pi by 2. That can be written as 2 by n square into sin n pi by 2. Here don't put any value for sin n by 2 because it doesn't have the fixed value. So that is 4 by n square pi into sin n pi by 2. So this is the value for Bn. Now we can apply in the formula, sine series formula, that is f of x is equal to summation n is equal to 1 to infinity sin n pi. So f of x is equal to summation n is equal to 1 to infinity Bn sin nx. So that is, substitute the value for Bn, we can get summation n is equal to 1 to infinity 4 by n square pi sin n pi by 2 sin n x. So this is your required answer for the given function. Now let us do one more problem, that is some variety problem. So the question is e raised to x, f of x is equal to e raised to x in the interval 0, 1. Therefore here L is equal to, don't take 2L because half range, so we use L only. So L is equal to B minus A, that is 1 minus 0. So L is equal to 1. Now we can write the formula. What is the formula? That is 2 by L integral 0 to L f of x sin n by x by L dx. But L is equal to 1, therefore we can get e raised to x into sin n by x dx. This is sin n by x dx. Now here we cannot apply the product rule condition. We have a direct formula. This is not a polynomial, exponential function and trigonometric function. So we can apply the direct formula, that is e raised to ax sin bx is equal to e raised to ax by a square plus b square into a sin bx minus b cos bx. So where a is the coefficient of x in the e power. So the coefficient of x in the e power is a, and the coefficient of the angle, that is equal to b only. So in our question, coefficient of x is equal to 1, so a is equal to 1, and coefficients of x in the angle, that is equal to n by. So that means a equal to 1, that is equal to a equal to 1, and a is equal to 1 and b is equal to n by. Substitute in this formula, we can get, that is e raised to x by a square plus b square. What is a? A is equal to 1, so 1 square plus b is equal to n square pi square into a sin bx. So a is equal to 1, sin bx is the same term, minus b into b is the angle of the sine, that is equal to n by then cos n by x. So this is the formula for e raised to ax sin bx. So note that a is equal to 1 and b is equal to n by, substitute in this formula. Now we can apply the limit. Here we cannot apply the limit for these terms only, because this is product term, so you have to apply the whole terms at a time. So put x is equal to 1 e by 1 plus n square pi square. Here put x is equal to 1 means sin n by, that is 0, minus n by cos n by. When put x is equal to 1, here 1, here 1, here 1. Now minus lower limit is 0. So here also 0, here 0, here 0. That is e raised to 0 by 1 plus n square pi square sin 0 minus n by into cos 0. But sin n by and sin 0 will be 0. So remaining only 2 terms. That is n by into cos n by. What is cos n by? Cos n by is equal to minus 1 power n. So this term is over. Then plus minus e raised to 0 is equal to 1. Then n by into cos 0 value is equal to 1. So our answer is e by 1 plus n square pi square minus n by e raised to n plus n by 1 plus n square pi square into n by cos 0 value is equal to 1, so that is equal to n by 1 plus n square pi square. Now here n by and n by is a common factor. Also the denominator, that is 1 plus n square pi square, is also common for both two terms. So that is remaining, here is one e and minus 1 raised to n. So e into minus 1 raised to n minus 1. Then here full we taken as a common factor. So here 1. So our answer is 2n pi 1 plus n square pi square into 1 minus e into minus 1 raised to n. So this is the value for bn. Now we can substitute these values in f of. Therefore f of x is equal to summation n is equal to 1 to infinity bn sin n by x, and in the place of bn we can substitute the value, that is 2n pi 1 plus n square pi square into 1 minus e into minus 1 raised to n sin n by x. So this is the required answer. So here don't apply the uv1 formula, that is we use for polynomial and trigonometric function. Here e raised to x is an exponential function, so we can apply the direct formula. Thank you.